Hi everyone, it's Shaz here from Customer Journeys AI. For those that don't know me, basically what I do is I help UK businesses, small, medium-sized businesses, reduce operational drag within their business by designing and integrating AI systems and agentic systems that help them to obviously optimize their operations internally. So I'm working a lot more nowadays with trades businesses, which is really fun. And I want to show you today something that I've built, and it's for a trades business I'm working with. I built it from scratch. It's not something I've bought off the shelf or templatized. So it's not dressed up. It's literally a custom built system that's designed the way this specific trades business actually operates. So it looks at things like, and this is a view of the CRM when you're logged in. This is the actual plumber's view. Um, you can see things like jobs, quotes, invoices, which engineer is currently in the field, what job they're working on. There's also a more sophisticated view, which is the management view. So you can kind of see everything that's happening across this business. Now, before I show you anything more, I just wanted to ask you a question, and do any of these things sound familiar to you if you are in the trades or if you're not in the trades, irrespective really if you're running a business? These will be common pain points. You get calls, they get missed and you don't follow up. The job maybe goes on to the next business, in this instance the next plumber. Quotes get sent, they're not chased. Engineers, um, maybe they arrive but they don't have full picture. They're kind of calling in to the office when they should have all the details they need. And there's maybe no real-time view for the owners. So there's so many pain points that are very common across the trades. So what I built is a CRM that's one system, and it handles the entire operation. So it will handle everything from the moment an inquiry actually comes in to the moment the invoice is actually paid. So it has all these um, um, features or modules in one place. Jobs, everything logged, tracked. It's all visible. Quotes and invoices. Um, the engineering view. So if you're an engineer, you don't need all of the detail in the CRM. I've also built an AI copilot. So this will kind of summarize notes and jobs for the engineer. They can also use that to send, information to the customer. We have a management view, which is much more detailed. It's a live dashboard. It'll show all the jobs, all the revenue, what's stuck. You can kind of see the whole operation. And then a training mode, which is, this is just like a demo mode, which I use to show to other businesses if they're interested in doing something similar. Shows this slide basically just shows you what the journey is for this business. And I said up front, the CRM is custom built to the trades business customer journey, hence the business name, Customer Journeys AI. So this is a journey of kind of a single job that would go through this system, and it's got 8 steps. The inquiry comes in, it could come across multi-channel, phone, web, WhatsApp. I've actually, and I won't talk about today, but I've also built an agentic front desk. So an AI agentic front desk, which is agents that can pick up phone calls, they can answer lead inquiries, they can answer queries on WhatsApp, and it can actually log those jobs directly into the CRM whilst the engineer and team are on the tools. The survey's then booked, the quotes sent across, the jobs booked, the jobs then in progress, the jobs completed, the invoice sent, and then payment received. So these are the things that we track um, right throughout the CRM. Without going into the weeds, this is the stack that I've used for the front end: Next.js, React 19, Tailwind, and then from authentication and the database, we're using Supabase. For the storage, we're using Supabase. Um, and then the other thing that's interesting is obviously the PDF. So for kind of PDF generation, we have a PDF renderer as well. Um, and this is kind of the design, the tech stack that I believed worked best for this type of project. I think part of a lot of CRM systems that they get wrong is they build kind of one interface and expect everyone to use that one interface. Whereas when I spoke to this trades business and we built out the PRD, the product requirements document for this, we decided that we needed a very clear engineering view, because the engineers that are out there on the tools, they're ignoring a lot of the other parts of the CRM because it's not really built for them. So that view is mobile first, optimized, and it's built for someone who's using the phone, right? So they're on the mobile browser, um, on their phone, and it has to also be super fast, which it is, and they can see today's job in order, what their schedule is, what's next, all of the details, and they can kind of one tap customer content and the contact details, directions, all that cool stuff. And then they obviously have an AI copilot, um, and that is there to kind of just make the job easier. So to summarize, maybe to the engineer what, you know, the key information that they need to look at for that job for the day. So obviously after implementation, um, we can see like a bit of a before and after here. Before, quotes are sent once, they're never chased. Afterwards, obviously we've built in automatic follow-up. Um, before an engineer is calling in to the office or manually checking with, you know, their multiple different um, tools that they've got, or let's say paper plus tools plus WhatsApp plus emails, etc., to figure out the job details. But now everything's consolidated and available to them on their phone. Um, they were chasing invoices manually. Now it's generated automatically once the job's completed, and it's done quickly with one tap. There's a real-time view of what's happening um, in the live dashboard, and basically the system kind of handles the routine tip that's typical of a trades business, and there's clear delineation between ownerships and roles. So, you know, if this is something that makes sense for your business, and you can reach out to me via direct message, or you can go to customerjourneys.ai and send in um, your information, and we would do a completely free initial consultation on your operation and see if there's anything that we can help you with. Um, my phone number's on there as well, and you can just call me directly. This specific system that I built out was for UK trades businesses, typically between 2 to 50 staff. It's usually owner operated, um, and they're trying to move beyond the point of doing stuff manually, like I was saying, on a notebook or on a basic spreadsheet or in WhatsApp. So it's kind of for those busy tradespeople that just want to get on with doing the job, completing the jobs, and whilst on the tools, have the um, CRM um, work in the background to deal with all the jobs and quotes and all of that jazz. So just to really end on that, and if it is something that you feel like your business could need, then just get in touch, and hopefully this was helpful. I'm also, happy to speak to you about how I built this out in more detail, the more technical side of this, and help you build out this for yourself if it's something you need help with. So yeah, cool. Speak to you everyone soon.